person that fancies working on your own bike, well, the only thing that would be holding you back is having the right tools to do the job. And unfortunately, these tools are very, very expensive. So for the average person, it does make a lot of sense taking your bike to the bike shop. But what if you can find these tools at a good quality at a reasonable price? So that brings us to today's video. I made use of the online shopping craze, Temu, whatever you call it. And I bought myself some tools to work on my bike, and we're gonna have a look at them today. I'm not gonna do a review, that will happen in the future when we actually use the tools, but I'm gonna show you what I ordered, and then you can make up your mind for yourself. So let's get into it. So first up, we've got this little guy. This is what I'm told is a bearing puller slash installer. It goes from a 2 to a 14mm size. Quality wise, I can't say much at the moment. It does feel like it will easily break if you put a little sideways tension on it. So this is the first tool. Let's check the next one. Up next, we've got this free hub removal tool. This has a lot of weight to it. It does feel pretty strong and heavy, so I'm sure that this tool will most probably do the job. They say this tool is to remove the rear free hub body from the hub. Like I say, nice and heavy. Does feel like a premium quality product, and we're gonna have to test this one out in the future. Up next is a mallet. I've always wanted like a rubber mallet to work on the bike. This one is like a plastic hammer. It's not very big, but I think that I will still get good use out of this. Because of the plastic feel, I do have an idea that this could also be a tool that can easily break if you don't use it for the right job. Looking forward to testing this out. I usually just use a normal steel hammer, and that can easily cause damage to your bike. So I am looking forward to having this tool and hopefully not damage the bike, and hopefully this will last me a long time. Up next, we've got this wrench that is used to remove and install a bottom bracket. This is for threaded bottom brackets. You can see there's two different sizes. We've got like a 44mm size over here, and then there's a 46mm size. This is like a metal part. It's very thin. If I have it correct, the torque on most of these threaded bottom brackets is up to 40 to 50 Newton meters, so I'm not sure if this tool will manage that. Obviously you can't torque with this thing, but hopefully this tool will manage to do the job. I especially need to do this job on my new bike, so looking forward to it. Okay, next up we have a Derailer hanger alignment gauge. Well, that's what it's called. The company is called Tupre or Tupre or Tupre. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but let's have a look inside. So inside the box, you've got like a manual, shows you how to assemble and tells you which parts you need, and then it gives you an explanation on how it gets used. What you basically do with this thing is you screw it onto your derailleur hanger, that little hanger bracket, and then you use it to check different parts on your rim to make sure that the derailleur hanger has not been bent. This will also disrupt your shifting, and this is a way to bend the hanger back to where it should be, and then rectifying this issue. So let's put it all together. Okay, we have it all together. I have to say that this does feel like a premium product. I'm sure it really does do the job. Got this fitting that screws into the derailleur hanger, and then you can move this part and use this as a gauge to put onto the rim, and then you can also tighten this up so that this cannot move, and then you can go all around the rim and see if your alignment is correct or if your hanger is bent. Okay, up next, this is probably the one that I'm most excited about. It comes in this nice big case, and this is a bearing installation and removal tool. So how this guy works is you have these different fittings. This inner part would go into the inside diameter of the bearing, and then this outer part would be the size of the outside of the outer diameter of the bearing. So you're going to have one on the one side of the bearing and another one on the other side of the bearing. As you screw this handle inwards, these two would compress towards each other, and in this way press the bearing inside where it needs to be. This tool will be perfect for press fit bottom brackets, headset bearings, your wheel hub bearings. So I'm looking forward to using this tool. I've got a lot of bearings on my bike that I want to replace, and this is going to make life a lot easier. So looking forward to using it. And then I've got two other things that were not on the tool list, but cheap products, and I indulged a little. So the first thing is a chainstay protector. This thing is also like a silicone foam type material. Here at the back it's like a sticker, so you just peel that off and then you can easily manipulate it to go onto your chainstay, which I've done, and it's on my bike at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it looks after a wash or two, but I think it's definitely going to do the job. It's going to protect your chainstay, and it's definitely going to reduce noise of chain slapping on the chainstay. So good product. Then the other thing that I ordered was a light. Now this light has a solar panel. So this solar panel will charge the light when it's out in sunlight. Now I've used this light outside. The charging with the solar panel, it doesn't go fast, it goes very, very slow, but it works. It actually does charge the battery up, because you've got a little indicator over here that shows you what the battery percentage is on this light. It's got three settings, so it's got a bright, a dim, and then a flash as the third setting. It's not the best light that I've ever used. It doesn't make the most light out in the dark, but a very cheap product, and it actually does work with USB Type-C charging here at the bottom, and then this nice little seal that closes it up, you know, for weather and all that. And then you've got this bracket that goes onto the handlebar, and this can unclip, so when you need to charge it you can just take it off and leave that little bracket on your bike. You can just take off the light and go charge it inside, or you know, leave it outside and let it charge in the sunlight. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something today. I have to say the whole experience with ordering and the payment and the delivery, everything was nice and smooth. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.